All right, everybody, welcome to the show. You want to look at something positive, you want some hope about the South and the country in general? All right, so first of all, let's just go down the list of all the Democratic victories from last night. Abigail Spanberger makes history as the first female governor of Virginia. Mikey Sherrill, I think the second female governor of New Jersey after, what was her name? Christine Todd Whitman, if I remember correctly. Zohran Mamdani won in New York City, of course, first Muslim mayor. I love those pictures, by the way. Like, Spanberger looks genuinely excited. No, they all do. I love it. It's nice to see Democrats have some hope and smile again. I've never come on here and said, time to panic. It's over. Fascism is here. This is a dictatorship, because it's not. You got to be able to see bigger picture. And the fact of the matter is people are still voting, and Democrats are dominating like 90% of the elections we've had since Trump came in office. This is a good thing. I know it hurts for now. There's a lot of pain in the country. But, you got to go through some shit like this to fully wake people up, I believe. I think people's eyes were open in like at least halfway in Trump's first term. Now it's time to rip the other one open. But anyways, man, that's just the way I look at it. And overall, I think we're going to come out on top. Virginia Lieutenant Governor, first Muslim woman in statewide office. Wow.
Hey Vosh, haven't been here in a while. Not sure if you've talked
How
about
did that
the
play?
alarm clock that replicates.
That start playing. I definitely didn't click that. Anyways, Ghazala Ashmi, first Muslim elected statewide in Virginia. Love that. Virginia Attorney General Jay Jones wins despite the psychotic text messages. Love that. Pennsylvania Supreme Court, Democrats hold all incumbent seats. California Proposition 50, Democrats cementing redistricting advantage, getting 5 seats. Georgia Public Service Commission, Democrat flips seats. So I think that is the board that regulates utilities, public utilities, I think. Mississippi legislatures, Democrats gain seats. Connecticut mayoral elections, Democrats flip key cities. Stratford, Milford, and New Britain. New Jersey Assembly, Democrats gain a supermajority. So Mikey Sherrill's going to have a supermajority. Better do something with it. And that's the other thing. We got these wins, but it's time to deliver. Because, people, this two-party system, it ping-pongs back and forth. You got to just give people something, like actually something that we can see, something, tangible that improves people's lives. And you may have an FDR situation on your hands with how bad the Republicans are. Like Hoover came for FDR. And the people were a lot of pain, a lot of suffering. But look what we got out of it. Things that still last to this day. After 13 years, Mississippi Democrats have broken the Republican Party's supermajority in the Mississippi Senate. Voters elected Democrats to 2 seats previously held by Republicans, reducing the number of Republican senators in the upper chamber from 36 to 34, one fewer than necessary to constitute a supermajority. When a party has a supermajority in the Mississippi Senate, it can more easily override a governor's veto, propose constitutional amendments, and execute certain procedural actions. The Mississippi Democratic Party called the victory a historic rebuke of extremism. Breaking the supermajority means restocking checks and balances and ensuring that every Mississippian's voice counts in their state government, Mississippi Democratic Party Vice Chair Jody Brown said in a party press release this morning. In the Mississippi Pine Belt region, Democrat Johnny Dupree won Senate District 45, previously held by Republican Senator Chris Johnson of Hattiesburg. In North Mississippi, Democrat Teresa Gillespie Isom won the Senate District 2 seat held by Republican Senator David Parker of Olive Branch, who decided not to run for re-election. Republicans had held a supermajority in the Senate since sweeping the state government in 2011. It took 14 years. In the House, Democrat Justin Crosby also flipped House District 22, defeating incumbent Republican House Rep. John Lancaster. That district includes parts of Chickasaw, Clay, and Monroe counties. The victories followed Tuesday's special legislative elections. 6 Senate seats were up for a special election on Tuesday, along with 1 House seat, because a federal court ordered the state to create more black majority legislative districts earlier this year. 2 other Senate districts were up for special elections to fill vacated seats, along with a House seat. Section 2 of the Voting Rights Act prohibits racial discrimination in voting and mandates that racial minorities must have an equal opportunity to participate in the election process. That could soon change, however, after the U.S. Supreme Court's Republican-appointed majority appears inclined to strike down Section 2 during oral arguments in a case last month. To the stupid people that say things like voting doesn't matter, elections are predetermined, your power's been taken away, you've been disenfranchised. If voting doesn't matter, then why are they trying to take the right to do that away? You know what really matters? Black voters. Because we fuel the Democratic Party. There's no Democratic Party without black voters. Republicans are the white party. What, 88% white? We fuel the Democratic Party. And fuck the Supreme Court. Last night's victory proves that Mississippi is no longer a foregone conclusion. We are a battleground state, Mississippi Democratic Party Chairman Shake Taylor said in the morning statement. But this win was only possible because the Voting Rights Act ensures fair representation. If the Supreme Court dismantles these protections, we risk silencing the very voices that made last night's historic outcome possible. As voters continue to reject Trump's agenda in 2026 and 2027, we must protect the fundamental right that makes change possible, the right to vote. I wish they'd say how they're going to do that. That's the frustrating part about politics. Like, people will say something that sounds good, but they don't tell you how to do it. Democrats will likely hold 18 Senate seats when the Mississippi legislature returns to session in January 2026. So there you go. It's not like much, it's still what is it, 34 seats to 18? Yeah, but it broke the supermajority. They don't have a veto-proof majority anymore. That's massive. And I know it's not huge, but it's something you just keep chipping at this thing. Eventually, it'll add up and get the country back on track, get the party back on track. But Zoran Mamdani led the way, showed you what you got to do. And you can even get young white guys to vote for you.